Hello? Hang on, that's kind of loud. Hello. There you go. I think we're good. Welcome to Daz Champions League. I should probably promote this. Where'd I go? Live. Okay. We are live. I will go to the transmission because it is quite cool and I want to see it again. Wait, where is it? That's so cool. I like watching that. Feels very official, you know. Anyways, we have the DAS Champions League rules. 6 games maximum each match. DAS only, obviously. 3 points for a win, 1 point for draw, 0 points for a loss. Handcuff and input is still required, which both players already have, which I can see. There is a prize pool. Match Reno is kind of $11, you know, I'm sure we can get that up a lot more. Exclamation mark Match Reno in the chat if you would like to donate. I'm sure we'll get more as the tournament progresses. We are still in the league phase, which currently looks like this. That is not what it looks like. I don't know why it looks like that. Give me 1 second. This is what we want to look at. So AvGeek top of the league so far, 4 wins, 1 draw, and still has what, 1 game to play. This is their last match against the pool 6 Vance there. So AvGeek in pot 3, so not the top seed. So a bit of a surprise to see them so high up. Looks like they've played Tegamek, Bendy, Wide, Matt Martin, and Poopy, I think. These are not highlighted in green, so I think it might be not up to date. But nevertheless, AvGeek looking for a 5th win out of 6, and I'm sure they'll try hard to get that win. And Vance, meanwhile, sitting in 9th place, 1 win, 2 draws, 1 loss. So not a bad record for a pot 6 player. Probably smurfing a little bit. I don't know if that was by choice or by someone else's choice. But that's what the league looks like. Both players in contention to make it to the knockout phase. Vance would very much like to get some points on the board. So that's what we have for you today in this first match. Let's go to the players. Both players are here. They do have hand cams, at least as far as I'm aware, but just can't really see it. But they do have hand cams. I don't know if we need to show it on the screen Actually, Vance does not have hand cam. I think Vance, you may need to get your hands in frame. We cannot see them. There's AvGeek's hands. Oh, I've just moved the wrong thing. Like, this is so scuffed. You're just like moving the cameras like right on the fly. Okay, this is workable. Okay, this is fine, I think. This is fine. It's like blocked by... Should the camera like be up here, maybe? I don't know, I feel like the scene looks different to the last time I used it. Maybe it should be like there. So it doesn't like look like there's just a weird black box. Maybe the camera should be like here. I think that's maybe better. No, Advance, I think you're fine. I think that's better. I don't want like there just to be a black box in the corner where the hertz and the input display is. Let's put it... Yeah, I think that would do. Okay, let's get a seed running. Where's the bot? I'll pick the seed. It's a legit seed, man. A51CEE. So we have AvGeek ready on the left side. AvGeek apparently had no idea that this match was happening. To be honest, I also had no idea this match was happening until like an hour ago. So, without further ado, let's get this countdown. Oh wait, there's my bot. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tetrisai. So we're on the way in this Champions League match between AvGeek and Vance. AvGeek, obviously a formidable DAS player. They lost out by a fraction to Pixelandy at the Jonas Cup. I believe in the top 8, I think it was. And yeah, it was a pretty close one in a decider, if I remember correctly. And it was very, very strong last game too. If you haven't seen that, I would recommend you watch that. But you should not watch it until after you've watched this. Because this is going to be, I'm sure, a thrilling encounter between the two players. Vance taking Tommy the distance the last time. He was being restreamed by me anyway. Got his first max out in comp, I believe. So yeah, definitely nothing to, you know, take for granted. Despite being a pot 6 player, Vance very strong. Taking world champions to deciders in the past. So yeah, definitely not an easy opponent just because he's in pot 6. So to start off here, AvGeek 78,000 with the delayed bit setup and gets it. 163 for Vance, so Vance off to a strong start here. And a strong start is definitely ideal. Gives you, you know, a bit of breathing space, especially if your opponent has slowed down, had a slow start. And you're looking for something to fill that 3 wide, gets the square and the long bar. Vance used the bar in column 9. Is waiting for another one to score that Tetris. Both players getting a little bit drafted here. This is a legit seed, despite me just manually deciding what it should be. I did just randomly pick. I didn't randomly generate it, but I guess I randomly generated it in my head. So this will be a legit seed. It's not like it's going to be giving you 100 piece droughts or 100 long bars. So I'm sure it'll be a very normal game. If one of them early tops out, they can just blame me for choosing a bad seed. 198 for AvGeek, 262 for Vance. Vance with about a 2 Tetris lead at the moment. So it has shrunk a little bit because AvGeek's actually gotten going now. Getting some Tetrises on the board. Nice adjustment of the Z piece for the S for AvGeek. Fun fact, I've actually played AvGeek before. I don't know if they even remember, but I believe it was just in some like Futures match like 4 years ago, like 3.5 years ago, and I think Pumpy restreamed it. And I think it is a sweep or 3-1. I don't think it was like the month I won Futures though. I think I lost to like a later or something. But I've definitely played AvGeek before. Vance I've not played before, so you know, just a little bit of fun Tetris trivia that no one cares about. Me talking about myself, me glazing myself that I won a match in Futures 3 years ago. I'm sure absolutely everybody cares. The epitome of no one asked. Oh, and Vance misdropping the L piece on the left side, but gets the Tetris to bring it down. 404. AvGeek's actually taken the lead. But Vance burns to get the lead back. They're separated by burns, so it's going to be going back and forth until someone starts scoring a bunch of Tetrises. Which looks like AvGeek is more in a position to do so and gets that Tetris there. Could potentially start setting up left well. And is going to be set up for a left world Tetris and gets the left world Tetris. 454 for AvGeek, so AvGeek now starting to pull away as, or trying to anyway, as Vance finds himself in a bit of a burn, but should be out of it very soon. Just one more burn should do it. And there's the burn to get clean again for Vance. AvGeek with a Tetris, 479, opening up about a 60,000 point lead. And there's another Tetris for AvGeek. Vance finally gets a Tetris there, 446, so yeah, 60,000 points in it right now. Not a huge amount, can definitely be made up in the post-transition. You know, you'd rather be ahead, of course. Ooh, and didn't know what to do with that T piece there. Probably laying it flat horizontal was the best option there for Vance, as he continues to, you know, motor along. Very strong 18 here from AvGeek in the end, 548, despite a little bit of a rough start. 2 Tetris is available, gets one of them, and after that J-Tuck is set up for another one, and going to transition with a 597. So very strong 18 games so far, despite claiming to, you know, not even be playing Dash before this match. Just like, didn't even need a warm-up, was straight into it. Vance looking for one more Tetris to enter level 19 and will get double and a Tetris. Level 19 at 510,000. So it does have a little bit of catching up to do. Is over 100,000 points behind. AvGeek in a little bit of a burn situation though. So this could be Vance's window. Well, getting a little bit high, but takes a triple. AvGeek needs an L piece for the left side. Gets the L piece for the single. And is just a couple burns away from getting Tetris ready again. Tetris ready, AvGeek. Long bar dependent into center, gets the long bar. Oh, and Vance went for that L-top but lost dash, and now this is really problematic for him. He's going to need something to that left side. I'm missing the T, and this is surely going to be it for Vance. He's not going to get anything to left and right. That center's too spiry. Tops out at 548. And AvGeek is good for game number 1. GG. Okay, what I'm gonna do to generate seeds is I'm gonna turn on my own console and just roll a seed randomly by pressing the select button. So that I don't have to keep thinking of seeds myself. 1329A. We played twice in Old... Yeah, it was in the Big Futures, yeah, 3 years ago. Was it twice? I didn't remember once. Maybe it was twice. But of course that was when you were DAS only, not rolling. If you were rolling, would probably be a different story. Alright, both players are ready. AvGeek 1-0 up over Vance. Let's get this one counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Hello, Nat. What's up? Yeah, AvGeek has 1.3s now. That's kind of crazy. It's so weird, like, seeing players... Like, even for myself, even, like, it's weird for me that, like, back when, you know, I was just a random Futures player, and the people that I played back then are now also really good. Quite crazy. It's, like, quite wholesome. Like, we all came up together. It's so weird. Seeing where, like, your old opponents that you faced are now. Like, whether they're still around or if they're just, like, disappeared off the face of the earth, you know? It's quite interesting to see everyone's growth. Like, the first player I ever played was El Pelton. And he's still shit. But anyways, 69,000 for AvGeek, 73,000 for Vance. Just kidding, I love my boy El. You know, I was so happy like I finally met the guy in Vienna last year. And I'm hoping I get to see him again. I don't actually know if he's coming, I haven't asked him, but I assume he is. It'll be quite nice to see him again. It was like 4 years before I actually met the guy. Which is kind of insane. He's like the first person I actually interacted with in the scene. And thank God he was European, right? Oh my God. T-spin there for Vance, very nicely done. 162 for AvGeek, 125 for Vance. Tetris for AvGeek, and another Tetris, 208, so 149 for Vance. Vance setting up for a dirty center well. But not getting the right pieces to set up. And the bar comes a piece too early. Oh, and he early shifts that T piece, and this could be trouble. This is what happens when you go center well. The game just hates it. Oh, and can't get that square over. I think this might be it for Vance. I don't think there's anything he can get to that left side. And Vance gonna top out here at 201, and AvGeek is good for game number 2. GG, an unfortunate game there. That's how punishing a center well can be. The game just craps on your face whenever you go center well. Always a bad idea. Alright, let me re-roll a seed. And we have C7, C4, D9. Remember, this is best of 6, so it'll either be a 3-3 draw or someone wins 4 games. So we'll see what happens. Game number 3, let's get this one counted down in 3, 2, 1, Turtus. So, you know, an unfortunate game there by Vance. Early top out, but it happens sometimes. Both players are actually starting off completely identical so far. Oh, and then Vance ruined it as soon as I said that. With that T adjustment. But it's gonna be Vance that gets the first Tetris. As AvGeek is piling high. Has the well open. But the bar's not coming in time. And kind of really unable to get anything going, but gets the Tetris there. It's actually taking the lead, but Vance gets the Tetris right back. AvGeek setting up the Vits and getting the Vits. Cheeky smirk. Oh, and kind of going on all in here. Oh, nice long bar for AvGeek in that middle. But, you know, this is kind of rough. The 50-50 is not really paying off, but finally gets that Tetris. It's going to be a bit of a burning sequence here for AvGeek. Tetris Advance 122. Set up again. Both players set up now. Another Tetris for Vance, another Tetris for AvGeek. 108 to 145. And both players clean now, no more drama. All very simple. Fundamentals in check. Very solid Tetris. There's another one for AvGeek, 155. 213 for Vance. Looking to try and claw a game back here. Nice Corion adjustment there, but terrible S-piece following that, and Vance a minor scare. That gets the Tetris and another one to bring this down and start burning this, getting rid of these holes now. 262 for Vance. It's actually already clean and could go for a left well if he chooses to, but decides to just burn it down. Didn't want to have any deja vu after the last game, setting up in a, you know, unorthodox well and top out. So burnt it all down. Looking for a J piece. Isn't going to get it, so it's going to be some more burning here for Vance. AvGeek at 212 could be her opportunity to catch up. Split triple down the right side for Vance. Just not getting the greatest pieces. Like, it's not dangerous, but he's like kind of gambling a little bit and just not paying off. AvGeek meanwhile gets the Tetris, has an L and a J dependency. He's gonna get the J. Gets the S and then the L, so can fill in those dependencies pretty trivially, no problem. Left well Tetris for Vance, right well Tetris for AvGeek. Vance going for the triple again. Nice T-tuck setup. Has a 3 wide. And now LJ dependent twice. Fills both of those in, one with a long bar, one with an L piece. But, you know, all these miniature burns from Vance has allowed AvGeek to kind of catch up completely. Only 1,000 points behind now. Was 100, less than 100 points behind there. And that Tetris, you know, these guys are now neck and neck, as some people say. A Vits and a Tetris from AvGeek. Long bar dependent in the center. Key tuck from Vance. Oh, and this long bar dependency could start proving to be a problem, but it's actually set up now. Center well gets the center well. Tetris AvGeek. That could have been dangerous, but managed to just knock it down with some Tetrises. And that's the ideal solution. And now Vance finds himself another center wall setup, gets the Tetris 416. AvGeek at 432. We're nearing level 19, so don't want to be going for a center wall at this point. And Vance wisely burning things down. Commodore Friday, what's up? Hello. Welcome to this Champions League stream. If anyone actually follows the real Champions League, you know, there's some exciting games coming up next week. Nice juicy Madrid derby. Oh, and forget about that, because Vance is in a bit of trouble here. Would love an LRJ. Okay, would love a long bar now. But Tetris and gets a dirty Tetris 452. And has managed to burn it out just in time. Gets a Tetris into 19. 477. And AvGeek at 485. So it's a very, very close scores going into this 19 transition. That was very scary. Maybe got a bit lucky there, Vance. But he's not going to waste that opportunity that RNG gave him. Tetris at AvGeek 539. There's barely a Tetris in it right now. Nice quick tap of the T to the left side from Vance and gets the Tetris 537 behind by just 3,000 points. Oh, and AvGeek set up for a very dirty Tetris. Gonna chop it down with an L piece. This is not a safe setup. Oh, it's very close, but Vance in trouble. Is gonna top out 541. And AvGeek tops out a 547, and AvGeek is gonna live just long enough to take game number 3. Just a spire of S and Zs in the center of Vance prevented him from getting any more line clears. And potentially taking that one. So somehow, you know, probably not the scoreline you'd expect after that game, but it is going to be 3-0. And AvGeek is on match point. Okay, let me re-roll another seed. Let me press my select button. Okay, so I've been given 5B, AF, EC. Your wins on Tegra and Bendy will Super Mickey, but who cares? When you look at the table, it doesn't tell you how the games went, it just tells you the result, and it says that you won. So you're the GOAT, obviously. Exactly. Exactly. No one knows, no one cares about how you got there, they just care that you did get there, you know? Just win, and that's all that matters. They could have been all early top outs, but no one will ever know. Unless they actually look at the stats, or watch the games. But like, who does that, right? Anyways, both plays are ready. Let's get the game number 4 counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. They'll be dazzled by my B56 against Matt Martin yesterday. You know, Bs in Dash comp is actually ridiculous. Like, people don't even get that with rolling, and they're literally cheating. It just shows you how good, like, getting good scores with Dash is. Like, they're actually insane. People need kill screen to get B56s. So after some solid starts here so far. Very clean. Very nice. Very good, very nice. 115 for AvGeek, 117 with the Tetris to go to 140 for Vance. Ooh, nice skim there from Vance to get that long bar in column 9 there. I like that. That was a good move. These like mini things that you just don't see as a filthy casual. You can actually like analyze its moves and the 5 and below. Very, very, very sexy. From Vance. Sexy Tetris, wowie. For real. Tetris for Vance 217. Some interesting tuck setups there. Less sexy. But still a very solid score. 240 for Vance, 257 for AvGeek. Vance avoiding setting up column any row to dirty shenanigans. Nasty S there for Vance. Had to just kind of drop it in the middle. Meanwhile, AvGeek kind of just cruising here. 328, 367 lines. Remember, this is DAS. DAS is not easy to play with. Speaking from experience as someone who's complete trash at DAS, like, this is very impressive. I would have topped out like 80 lines ago, and it's not even been 80 lines for AvGeek. One of my club zeros was with DAS, in fact, against Kingsman about 3 years ago. That's not because DAS is bad, it's because I'm trash. 402 here for AvGeek, looking to wrap this one up in a sweep. Still a long way to go. But Vance is he's gonna have a mountain to climb here if he's gonna want to take this game and have any sort of consolation. You know, even if you lose, like, you want to not be swept, because that game difference can, you know, make the difference. AvGeek started to burn just a little bit, so there's a, you know, the door's like creaking open a little bit here for Vance, but not by much. And there's just a left roll Tetris anyway for AvGeek. And nowhere to place that LP, so gonna have to take a few burns. And this could potentially, you know, if Vance is able to score any Tetris at all, but there's no long bar coming for him. Oh, and this is not going very well. And Vance might be in danger of topping out early again. And that's gonna be it for Vance with 327. Top out is not his day, unfortunately. I'm sure he knows that he can perform much better than that. But it's gonna be a 4-0 sweep for AvGeek. An unfortunate one there. Wasn't his day, but those days happen. It's DAS. It's unpredictable. Some days your DAS can be on and some days it can be off. But AvGeek gonna take that one. It's 4 games to nothing and probably cementing herself at the top of the table. I believe Tommy can still catch up, actually. He does have 4 wins in 4 games, so. Thanks for the stream. No problem, Vance. You're welcome here anytime. Not that that's my decision anyway. Yeah, so AvGeek definitely cementing like a top 2 spot with that, I think. Hasn't lost many games. Only lost, what, 7 games, I think that says. Pretty good. We'll let AvGeek play this one out before I switch scenes to the Europa League. Yeah, only 7 games dropped, and Chiller and Bendy have... Bendy can't catch, so Chiller Sofa could potentially take it. Only 3 games played and has 3 wins. So yeah, not much in it right now. Tommy and Sofa are probably the biggest contenders for that top spot that AvGeek currently has a hold on. See how long they can hold on to that. There's nothing they can do now though apart from sit and wait. So it'll be an interesting one for sure. But has definitely secured a place in the knockout rounds, without a doubt. I don't think I can really report it. Strong game here from AvGeek actually. The 736 could potentially get the max out, but it'll probably require some, you know, kill screenplay at this point. Very long war dependent. It's probably not going to happen. Yeah, this is not the greatest stack in the world. Trying to go center well. And it's like kind of working somehow. Oh no, this is it. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Switch to rolling. Nah. It's not gonna happen. GG though. Well played. Secured the sweep. Not bad at all. So, strong league phase for AvGeek, and we'll see what happens in the rest of the tournament. GG, and I'm going to switch scenes now because it's time for Europa League stuff. I'll be right back.